All right, we have Ghostbusters 2 by D&K Lioness. Take it away.
Hey guys, welcome in. This is New Ghostbusters 2. This is a JP and PAL only game. Sadly, the North Americans did not get this, so we're going to be playing the JP version. There was a bid war, so will you let me know which two characters I'll be using, please?
One second here.
Mm-hmm.
It does look like Lewis and Winston won.
Lewis and Winston. All right. Well, since is it tied? It is tied. All right.
It is tied.
Since it's tied, it'll be runner's choice. Lewis first, and time will start in 3, 2, 1, go. So level 1's pretty straightforward. It's really an introductory level. You're just trying to get used to the mechanics of movement. What's interesting about this game is that you do have an AI partner, and you're seeing him wander around. All right. So the AI partner is working on a script, and he just follows your character through the level. If you wander too far or he gets lost, then he'll wander around the room, as you saw in that first room. So we're going to try to minimize that as much as possible. That's pretty much 90% of the run is just routing out your AI partner. For an NES game, it's actually pretty advanced. They do a real good job of keeping them in place. We got some bathtub slime. We got Slimers here. We got a little bit of everything from Ghostbusters, guys. So this does actually follow a lot of the locations from the Ghostbusters 2 movie. Right now we're in the courthouse. We'll be going to the abandoned tunnels, Peter's apartment, lots of different locations of the game. So if you're familiar with the movie, if you like it, then you'll recognize some of these spots. So movement is interesting in this game as well. You can't turn around without... Oh my gosh! You can't turn around without moving. So if I am facing left and want to go right, I have to either move a bit left and then turn right. Otherwise, I might run into an enemy. And every hit in this is a one-hit KO. So you want to avoid that as much as possible. We see the Scoleri brothers, and there they go. That's level 1. Level 2 probably has the best music in the game, which is pretty early in a game to have really good music, but just this is a jam right here. You're also going to be introduced to a lot of new, more difficult enemies. These miners here, these jackhammer guys. What really stinks are these mine carts, because those sprites are huge. And again, everything's one-hit KO, so you get touched by it, and you are just in a world of hurt. Oh, baby. You'll see that I'm not necessarily trapping the minecart ghosts whenever I hit them with the beam. You don't have to. They will disappear. The problem is if I hit them with the beam and then scroll the screen away before they disappear, then it does not count as them disappearing, and I have to go back. Oh, no. Missed him. Well, there's a lot of spaghetti already right now, guys. Well, I hope you like spaghetti, because we're going to have a lot of it right now. A couple of ghosts here. We're going to go into the next room. This is all minecarts all day, guys. All minecarts all day. Oh, gosh. This is a really mean room. Especially with the idea of scrolling the screen with the minecart ghosts. What you saw there was if I hit a minecart right as it's turning, on the pixel that it turns, the entire cart will disappear, so I don't have to worry about that level hazard anymore, which is very handy. Now we're coming up to the ghost train. Ghost train kind of has the floating heads that you would see in the tunnel in Ghostbusters 2, the severed ghost heads. So that's what we're taking care of right now, guys. And then the boss here is kind of a pushover. It's really barely even a boss. But, we'll make quick work of it. Hey, Slimer. Bye, Slimer. And the ghost train will disappear. Anyone get the number on that train? Level 3, we're in Peter's apartment. These little pink slime guys, we call them the Pepto-Bismols, those that run this game. Those first 3 really like to ruin a run for me. There have been many, many runs that have died because I just run into those pink blobs, and my AI partner will not capture them, so it's a little sad. These elevators are kind of tricky when you're just learning the game because you enter a door going up, and then you have to leave going down, much like you would in an elevator, I suppose. These spear ghosts are interesting. The only part of the spear that has a hitbox is the very tip. So you could, in theory, walk through like the shaft of the spear and not get hurt, but I don't take that chance. These ball and chain guys are scary if you're unfamiliar with the game. Oh my goodness! Speaking of scary, those ninjas, you have about 20 frames between the time that they first start blinking to when they gain a hitbox. And they were trying to surround me. They were about to eat my lunch right there, guys, but we took care of them. No worries. No worries. Ah, there's another one. The ninjas are probably, after the minecarts, the ninjas are the scariest enemy in the game. Just because they're so unpredictable. And then most of these rooms are just kind of copycats of one another. If we have any donations, you guys can feel free to read a few.
There are currently no donations, but I'd like to do a quick shout out to, we have a upcoming bid war and incentive. We have a bonus run, Barney's hide and seek game, and it's currently 175 out of 500. So if you want to have that played, yeah, we get your donations in.
Definitely get donations in for that. That's a fun run.
Yeah, so come on.
Alright guys, more ball and chains. We got a little flying pink ghost. I call these the Squabbler ghosts. Shoutouts to Squabbler, my boy Squabbler. Let's get rid of those right now. This room I move very specifically. I don't want to scroll the screen too far to manipulate a few of these ghost spawns. Right in the hallway there. I can manipulate when that ghost in the hallway spawns, and it just makes this room a lot quicker, but you can only do that if you do not scroll the room too far. So there's a few rooms, mostly in this level, that have that mechanic. That was kind of an accidental find, but glad I did. Let's get rid of these. Okay. Well, come on, Winston. That wasn't exactly the route, but we'll go with it. Speaking of not exactly the route, all right. Just a few more rooms here in this apartment complex. We've got some more flyers. We got some more spearmen. We got a little bit of everything. We did see one earlier, but we're about to see the Sam Hain ghost, if you remember from the Ghostbusters cartoon, the real Ghostbusters. We're about to see a handful of those right now. And they're kind of scary because their movement is not linear. They're very kind of free-flowing, I'll say. Kind of like ghosts should be, I suppose. But they're easily some of the biggest run killers, especially in this level. They're kind of a pain. I manipulate one right down here, spawn him early so that he walks all the way over to the wall. Take care of him there. This is the room that's the most terrifying with these Sam Hain ghosts. I call them the Samhain ghost because that's really how you say the word, but I think Sam Hain was like the colloquial way to pronounce it. And they're done. That room was tough to route. The positioning of your AI partner in those two rooms is very crucial. You can throw out the trap, and you won't get anywhere. You won't trap anything, and then everything gets unfrozen, and you're in a world of hurt. We just saw baby Oscar get kidnapped by a ghost nanny. Bye, baby Oscar. Now get your clown makeup ready, guys. This is the level that makes you feel real silly, and the music is there to showcase that, I guess. But we're in the sewers right now with all the pink sludge just flowing everywhere. This level's tough because, as you can see, the ground is moving, which has two disadvantages. A, it's kind of hard on the eyes, and B, if you're walking away or you're walking into the flow, then you are going to move slower, about half speed, and that won't do in a speed run. That just won't do. But this level took quite a bit of routing, and it's a lot of RNG. There's not a ton of RNG in this run, to be perfectly honest, but these little slime ghosts, or slime monsters, whatever you want to call them, are quite heavy in the RNG, so you have to try to get those as soon as they spawn, or they'll just walk right away from you. Oh, God. Come on there, Slimer. If you're moving with the current of the slime, then you will move at your normal speed, so we try to do that as much as possible. There's a few rooms where we just don't have that luxury. You'll see one coming up in the next room, actually. And right there, get him. Go. Right here, there's a spawn of about 15 slimes. Now, what I did here, it's kind of a running gag, but I actually did take my daughter's crayons, took some graph paper, and I said, okay, how do these ghosts spawn? And I was like, you know what, not right now, honey, I need the crayons. We need to map this out right now. And I figured out where all 15 of those ghosts will spawn so that we can stand in a pretty reasonable position and get rid of them as quickly as possible. If you don't know where they spawn, you're just going to stand right on top of one, and it's an easy way to kind of lose momentum in a run. Right here again is just trying to get rid of all these ghosts as they're spawning, because these Slimers, they're throwing projectiles. Projectiles are hard to dodge in this game because there's no real Z-axis, oh my goodness, to speak of. And so if they throw something out, you have to either get out of the way entirely, or you just eat it. So. Rest of these rooms are pretty cake. This next one, you saw in the very first room of the game, and you're seeing right now, where the AI partner kind of wanders off. This room is notorious for, at least when I was learning this run, having my AI partner just wander away, just completely away from where I wanted to go. And it's right in here, because they'll, up in that top room, they'll get stuck in the flowing pink sludge, and if you walk away too fast, then he doesn't know where he's going. He'll wander around the entire room clockwise until he meets up with you again. This boss is mean. You see the room is moving as the rest of this level is moving, but it's moving in all kinds of different directions, so you never are able to walk with the flow. You're always moving at a slower speed. They spawn in a way that kind of is masked by the movement of the slime. It's a nightmare. Yep, right there. If Captain Gordon was here, he is now gone, because I am not running a no. Oh my gosh. That's two of them. They just spawn right on top of you. It's very, very mean. But there goes my clean run. That's alright. Pressure's off now. Alright, there's no miss, but we can get through this with the 1cc. That's no problem. No problem. This level is so much routing. There's a lot of experimentation that I took with this particular level, and I'm still kind of working on it. Just the other day, I was running this as practice, and I gold split this level, which is, you know, when we picked up this game, my buddies and I, we lowered the world record by about a minute and a half, and there's still secrets that we're trying to discover. But it was definitely a fun run. It was one of our like 2-week challenge runs where we just take a game and run with it for a couple weeks, see what we can do, and we ended up just kind of destroying it. This room is mean because you got 2 ninjas, one throwing star ninja and one sword ninja. Sword ninja will run at you, throwing star ninja will throw things at you. You got to get rid of both of them. You can one cycle that room, but it's very difficult. A few pencil ghosts here. So we are in the museum. We're in the museum right at the end of the game here, guys. We got this and one more level. I told you guys, this is no problem. This is a very fun run to learn. Not an easy run to learn. I won't say an easy run to learn. It is a fun run to learn, but it is a very punishing speed run. Simply because of the one-hit KO, the AI getting used to the movement. But very worthwhile. I think there's about 10, 11 of us on the board right now. Could always use a little more. We're going to see some of the old bosses that we've fought before. So, hi Scalary Brothers. And bye Scalary Brothers. A few more Samhain ghosts this time. The orange ones. Their aggro pattern is very strange because, like, on one hand, they're kind of aggro to you when you're walking through the room, but on the other hand, they move in a forward and backward motion, so it's kind of difficult to predict their movements, especially when you're just getting started in the run, but after you've had a little bit of practice, they're not too bad. A little scary at first. A few painting ghosts, kind of like the bathtub ghost at the beginning of the game. A few new routing things here. Oh, I missed them. Oh, darn. A few new routing things here that I'm trying out. Come on, Winston. Alright, that's not what I'm trying out. Winston just wandering around like that. Get a grip on itself, buddy. Some ball and chains right here, but we made quick work of them. Don't let them throw out that ball and chain. It could hit you, and then, you lose a life. You don't want to do that. Oh, baby. Oh, my gosh. Again, these sword ninjas, you don't have a lot of time to react to them, and when they spawn right on top of each other and head towards you, then, boy, that's just trouble waiting to happen. One more jump. Got him. This room was a complete reroute as well. You'll see I'd get a lot of these Slimers through the walls, so I don't have to walk on the other side of the room there. Nice. Oh, that was clean, clean, clean. The old route was you just go from one side of the room to the other side of the room, and it's kind of a nightmare. This room I have gone through a few different routings on. Just to see what's the most efficient, and right now I'm actually trying something brand new. So you're learning with me right now, guys. And 1, 2, 3 more ghost heads in this room. Oh, baby, come on. Get this one. And now we make our way to everyone's favorite museum curator, Janos. Let's go say hi to Janos, everybody. So Janos will split into 3 clones. You have to trap 8 of his, like, 3rd clone, and then you get the other 2 versions of him. But when you trap him in the beam, he will throw out some projectiles at you. Just gotta dodge, 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 trap. Nothing to it, guys. Nothing to it. Ready? Dodge, 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 trap. Now, there is a mod out there. This game is only 1 player, which is really a shame. There is a mod out there that allows for a 2-player playthrough of this. I don't yet have anyone that's running 2-player with me, so looking for a new runner to learn this game with me. What's nice about the 1-player game is your AI partner does not have a hitbox. You see these beams are going right through them, and it doesn't cost me a life. In the 2-player ROM hack, the AI partner does have an actual hitbox, and you run on shared lives. So it is a little bit more difficult in terms of that, but if you guys both know the run, anyone that's trying to learn that game, then it's not too bad. This is probably the hardest level to manage a 2-player co-op run. But that was Janos. Guys, we're at the end of the game right now. We have one last level. This should take about 1 minute. So while I'm walking up to Vigo, the Carpathian, I just want to say thank you again to everyone at Midwest Speedfest for having me. It's been a lot of fun. 2DCon is great, and looking forward to the rest of these runs here. The marathon at large is going strong. We got a lot of fun runs coming up between today and tomorrow. We're going to shoot Vigo right in the legs. I keep my beam held, but I have to release and press the A button periodically so that my beam does not run out. This fight is very mean. The balls right here are not difficult to dodge. Just back up and you're out of the way. These projectiles, as you can see, are very difficult to predict. They are somewhat random, and this is an easy way to lose a PB pace, is just getting hit by one of these projectiles. This fight can take 1 minute if you do not get hit, 58 seconds if you have a perfect beam throughout. Time will be coming up in just a moment, and time. But I was saying that room can be about 58 seconds if you have a perfect beam throughout. You take one death, it goes right up to 1:05. But that was New Ghostbusters 2, everybody. Easily the best Ghostbusters game until you go to the Xbox. It's been a lot of fun. Shout-outs to Mad Mega and White Hat for like the initial routing of this run. Shout-outs to the BKKC, The Pile, Telio, Squabbler. We got all the boys watching right now. Pingto, thank you all very much. It's been a lot of fun, and we'll see you next time, guys. Thank you very much.